Hey everybody. Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the Two Real Geeks Christmas special. Tonight we're going to be over all things Christmas. All of your favorite hello Christmas puppy. Um oh. All your favorite Christmas specials, Christmas movies, everything that you need for the holiday season. Since most of our normal shows and are in hiatus for the holidays, thought this would be a good way for us to hang out and spend some time. Hey PTV. Hey Ben. All right, so I am. Oh, that thing isn't set up anymore. Okay, so we're working on something hopefully cool for tonight. I hope it works. Okay, when I go to application window, that thing doesn't pop up anymore.
You gotta do the whole screen.
And I um sorry people. Okay. Okay. Except I don't want you to be seeing that right now.
Just click all the way over on the single button.
This one, but it's when just click on myself. Oh, click on that. Dun, 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 dun. So, gonna get into our. So first, we're gonna go over some Christmas specials. All of the things that come on TV, usually every year. Some older ones that some of you may not will. And hopefully. So wait, I have to find the pictures first. Hopefully this works. I'm this like cool. Um. All right, so let's get right into our Christmas specials. There's number one. So now what? Go to
Pull this up. Wait, no. Do it. Go here.
this one or this one,
Yeah.
and
Bring it back up.
okay. So we're gonna start off with everybody's favorite, the classic Charlie Brown Christmas. So Charlie Brown Christmas from 19. Um, now as we go through like the what I call the Big 10 of Christmas specials, there just happened to be 10 of them. Um, a lot were done in the 60s, a couple in the 70s. That was kind of the heyday for Christmas specials. Some other ones came out. We'll get into later, but like the old standards and the classics, they're all getting on there in years now. So Charlie Brown Christmas, a classic. Gonna screen that back. All right. So number two on our is going to be. I didn't know I was going to be going through pictures like this. It would be so much easier if. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So number two on our list is the classic Reindeer. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is from 1964. It is what probably most of the Christmas specials on the special list are. Rankin and Bass was a company that did a lot of holiday specials and um little cartoons, claymation, stop motions, and things like that. Um, so Rudolph is probably the Rankin and Bass specials. There's a little bit of like some people complain about Rudolph. Like, look, it's always going to be there, and it's sick. And um, yeah, as in, I don't know at what age exactly that I was like time, and I was like, oh my god, these people are like this is so mean. Like it really is. Like, I mean, editing became an issue was when like Rudolph's kind of meaner points became a little bit clearer. And the weird thing about Rudolph is it's not the necessarily that bully Rudolph. It's the adults. Like his parents are real mean to him. His teachers real mean to him. Santa's real. Oh my God, Santa, he's such a jerk. But um, you gotta love the characters in Rudolph Hermie. He's an elf that just wants to be a dentist. All of the misfit toys, Yukon Cornelius and the Bumble. So there's such like classic iconic characters from Rudolph. I don't know. When I was a little kid, like you never I don't know, we never thought Rudolph was mean, like we just kind of thought it was normal. That's sort of I don't know, maybe as kids we were just so used to people being mean to us that we were just kind of like that's life. Like, whatever, people are rude sometimes. But for Rudolph, so we always kind of will. Um, I'm so afraid that I'm gonna like hit the wrong button and like mess everything up here. So we'll go to our next. Oh, how convenient. So our next feature is I don't know if some of you may not. This is from Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Santa Claus is Coming to Town is from 1970. It's another Rankin creation for the holidays. Um, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I think it's probably one of the longer ones. Um, it's a very like involved movie about how Santa Claus came to be and everything like that. And really cute. Like I get a lot of stuff for that because Mrs. Santa Claus in Santa Claus is Coming to Town is named Jessica. So Mrs. Claus. But Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Super cute. Fred Astaire does the like narrator in this one, like Burl Ives does for Rudolph. Um, I think Mickey Rooney is Santa in this. So a lot of old classic stars in this one. Oh, I closed that little window. All right, wait, I'll get it back. Oh, I like it better this way. Okay, let's get to our next one. Okay. All right. Our next feature is A Year Without a Santa Claus. A classic, and everybody loves it. Oh, hello, baby. Everybody loves it, mostly for the Heat Meisner and the Cold Meisner, and they are brothers. And so this is another old classic. Year Without a 1974. Um, a lot of you probably know it. If you don't, it's definitely worth checking out. Definitely for classic songs about the Heat Meisner and the Cold Meisner, which I will spare you at this moment, even though you know me. I'm quick to say. do it this way. Yeah, I kind of like that. All right. Let's check and see next. A Year Without a Santa Claus again is another one of those Rankin and Bass productions for the holidays. Now to do. Oh, I did it again. Oops. I am not gonna sing that. All right. So our next Christmas classic is. Come on. Thank you. Alrighty. Next we have Snowman. This is another Rankin and Bass, but unlike a lot of the other Rankin and Bass, Frosty is an animated feature. A lot of you may remember Frosty. He goes around and he says happy birthday. It's a very cute not I guess technically so much a Christmas movie, although it's always played like with the Christmas specials and things like that, and always kind of was. Um so yeah, it's not so much like related to like a Christmas story as it's like the story of Frosty the Snowman. So yeah, little holiday tale. Um, all right, I'm gonna close that. All right, let's see what we have next. A classic, everybody's favorite. Yeah, I do need to go in my chat. Wait, hold on. Let me shrinky dink that and shrinky dink that. Leia says hi, Mom. Says hi, Grandma B. Thank you, Jonathan. Froggy today. We'll sing some. He's Mr. He. All right, we're gonna get into our next feature. Everybody's favorite. That picture was tiny. Sorry, I didn't. But we have How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Like in the last, I don't know, some amount of did first the live action Grinch with Jim Curry. I'm wow, okay. That was some weird combination of Jim Carrey and it was terrible. Okay, Jim Carrey did the live action Grinch. I'm not like kind of a fan of that one. Um, that new Grinch movie that came out I think last year. It was kind of cute. Wasn't terrible. Um, it was alright. Again, but the classic and everybody's favorite is gonna always be the original animated Dr. Seuss How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 1966. Um, famously with Boris Karloff singing about the Grinch. Very cool. Um, next we have a little bit of a offbeat one. They used to play it from time to time. I'll put the picture up for you guys. So this is the Little Drummer Boy. Little Drummer Rankin and Bass Christmas special. This one was 1968. The Little Drummer Boy, I remember being on here and there. I don't regularly and like this one was a little bit more like religious in tone. It's like, you know, the whole story of the little drummer boy, blah blah blah. another Rankin and Bass one, but maybe not everybody's cup of tea. It's not as like straight Christmassy and adorable as like Rudolph and stuff like another kind of classic one. We'll pop me back. And here I am. Mess. Next, we have another one that you would see from time to time. Find it. Ooh, key. Come on, man. Oh, wait. Close you. And full screen. Okay. This is was the night before Christmas. This one was always a little off when I was young. I don't know, the animated little people are a little bit weird. There was another one that was very kind of obviously it looked a little bit like that. It must have been some of the same animators. Twas the Night Before Christmas is from 1974. And then there was another special also from 1974 that looks very similar called Yes, Virginia. There is I think I have a picture from that also. The only thing I really remember about this Twas the Night Before Christmas is the little mouse. Okay, and this from that same year was Yes, Virginia. There is Santa Claus, which is another one that I'm like a little bit fuzzy on. I know I've seen. I don't really remember too much about it, but that was another one that used to pop up from time to time. So, like, okay, this one. This next one I'm about to feature Christmas specials, even though I kind of feel like it should be with Christmas movies and not Christmas specials, but I don't know how it ended up on this list, but we'll go with it for Christmas specials. Oh, this one's kind of tiny too, but if anybody recognizes, this is Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas is from 1977, like all great. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas was done by Jim Henson, and so it's a Muppet creation, but not featuring any of the actual Muppets that you know as the Muppets. They are different, but it's an adorable little special. Emmett Otter and his jug band, and then they have the River Bottom Nightmare Band, which is a bunch of animals in leather jackets. It is absolutely awesome and adorable, and they sing like little heavy metal music. Oh my god, we used to like driving around blasting Muppet heavy metal. It was so fun. But definitely, if you've never seen it, check out Emmett Otter's Christmas. Oh no, did I ever put the picture up for that one? That one didn't pop up. Here, let me get that up one time quick for you guys. The picture isn't as big as some. Because I forgot to hit the button. All right, there you go. Emmett Otter's Jug Band. So again, that's Jim Henson. So definitely worth checking out. And and speaking of Jim Henson, Two Real Geeks has to rest in peace to Carol Spinney, who did Big Bird, of course, and Oscar the Grouch, two of our favorite Muppets, and we all grew up with a big rest in peace, Big Bird. We love you. All right, so I'm gonna get kind of the last of the Big Ten classic Christmas specials. One is gonna be. Just keep this up here. Dun, 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 here we go. This is another one that definitely a little more offbeat than like Rudolph or Santa Claus is coming to town. This was Jack Frost, and this was another Rankin and Bass that was done in 1970. This was like a later one for them. Rankin and Bass did stuff I think into the 80s, kind of like maybe early mid 80s. Some of their, I don't know, maybe got a little too weird when kind of kids TV got like mainstream. And by the 80s there were a lot of different types of Christmas specials that I am going to highlight a couple of. Like, we won't get into like maybe pictures of all of them, but a quick mention to some. But actually, some that are going to pop up here. So, 80s, we started to see things. Well, the next one I'm going to highlight. Let me just let me get this poor thing out of the way. All right. Okay, this is the Christmas special that's kind of the He Who Shall Not Be Named of Christmas, if there were one. This is the Star Wars Holiday Special from 1978. I believe it only aired once and then sort of disappeared from existence, but remained a frightening urban legend told by the handful of people who had seen it. If you were on YouTube, you can find the full Star Wars Holiday Special. So you can experience for yourself what I really cannot convey. Um, you can check it out if you're so inclined. But it is a special. 86 you. So like also during the day, kind of saw a rash. The only one I remember off the top of my head is the one I'm going to highlight for you guys now, but I know that there were others that I really can't recall right now, but they started doing kind of like holiday animated specials of things. One that I remember pretty well, they did a bit was gotta go up. There we go. Okay. This was a Garfield Christmas. So I know that they did do a Garfield animated series eventually, but originally and there wasn't really like Garfield like cartoons or anything like that. In 1987, they came out Christmas, so it was kind of the first like Garfield cartoon. I think there were a few other Garfield holiday specials also that used to come on. See most regular channel back in the day. were airing Christmas specials, but now pretty much all the channels do it, and they're kind of spread around. So you never really know what CBS, ABC, NBC, they're kind of all equally involved in the Christmas special game now. But it used to pretty classically be CBS for like holiday and Christmas specials. I can remember the little special opening that they would do before they came on and all that good stuff. So cute. If you ever have the opportunity to check it out, I believe actually the Garfield Christmas special might also exist on YouTube somewhere. If you're a Garfield fan, let's see. Jonathan. Oh, Garfield meets his mom. I remember that. Want to say hey to some of our people. Jonathan. Hey, AJC Magic. Michael Riley's in the house. Mike Wheeler. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Here's one that actually Danny told me he's recently, but it is not a Christmas special that you will typically see. Okay. This is Pinocchio's Christmas. Pinocchio's Christmas was another Rankin and Bass, the same guys who do Rudolph and all that stuff, and 1980. It's a strange little tale. What did you think of it? Did you say? Let's see. Danny says it was bad. What are you doing, Bean? You can't step on the computer. You gotta be careful. You feel like being a star today? You're a star. Look at them. Look at them. Look. Oh, you just want to give me a hug. Thank you. But people can't see, Mom. Oh, thank you. Can you sit? Can you sit? Can you sit? Thank you. Okay, so then this one is probably rarest of rare of Christmas specials. Boop, boop, it's also a Rankin and Bass. It was a later Rankin and Bass, one that they started. Oh wait, did the picture not even copy from this? Oh, the picture weirdly didn't even save right. He really doesn't want me to even show you this one, but there's a Rankin and Bass. Let's see, 1985. Whoops. No, no, just go away. Okay, cool. Oh, so it's called The Life and Adventures of Santa. It was another Rankin and Bass one, kind of toward the end of their things like that. It's done in the same style as like Rudolph, that sort of like stop motion. It's actually The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus was a story wrote by Frank L. Baum, who did The Wizard and all of the Oz book series. He wrote the story, The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus. It was kind of an alternate of the background of Santa Claus, a different version than Santa Claus is Coming to Town. It definitely wasn't as popular. It's a little strange. There's like little like elves and fairies. It's very like woodlandy, fairy-ish, very different. But if anybody's ever so inclined to look up more rare Christmas specials, The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus would be one to check out. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. I already showed you. That was one. And then there's a later movie that was done by Neil Patrick Harris called Yes, Virginia, There is a Santa Claus. I don't know if I would really have to go back and watch like the cartoon. So I don't know if they're the same story and just like an updated version, or if they're just two different stories. With um, and real quick, there were certain things that would kind of like two other like sort of those trendy little would pop up and then sort of disappear. Things like the Berenstain Bears had a Christmas special, came out in 1979. So like in the 80s, like early for a few years, like things kind of like came and went. Certain things stayed forever. You know, Charlie Brown Christmas, Rudolph, Santa Claus is coming to town, Frosty, even they did sort of stop playing eventually, but everybody remembered it so well, and like it kind of had a real following, and so that in everybody's collective, even though they didn't play it maybe as much as some of the other ones. But then there were the Christmas specials that just endured year after year. And like there was a Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas special came out around 1981. A more modern, like nowadays you'll see things balls, Prep and Landing. It's so tinsel. We love I love Prep and Landing. Um Prep and Landing, there's Elf on the Shelf, which I haven't seen that one, so I couldn't really tell you how it is. Those little Elf on the Shelf looking elves in the movie or creep me out a little bit. But still kind of like that. So cartoons that were popular would have like a Christmas special, and a Christmas special from back in the day that is fantastic. It's a joy to behold. Um, so kind of like cartoons were popular at the time would have a Christmas special, but this was the list of kind of some of the bigger ones, some of the more major special Christmas season things that everybody knows and loves. All right, now we're gonna use movies. Um, we'll start with the quintessential. Okay. So the first on our list of Christmas movies, let me see. Come on, man. A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story. You've got it. For the last few years, A Christmas Story plays for 24 hours on Christmas Day. Um, so you can watch it so many times. So, A Christmas Story, as we all know, is the story of Ralphie, and all he wants is his Red Ryder BB gun. Christmas classic, and we love it. Everybody loves it. You can actually like go visit. I can't remember where it is. My cousin went. I'm gonna have to check into it. Ah, Cleveland. You can visit the Christmas Story house. Um, maybe we'll get to cover that one day. That Christmas video. We'll definitely put it on our list. If we're ever near Cleveland, maybe if we're traveling for the holidays, we can add that to our stuff. Because we whoop, thanks, puppy. Stop. You're a good girl. I love you, but you can't do this right now. All right. Puppy, please. No, you're stepping on the computer. Leia's Leia's the Christmas puppy. We've told you. She's all about the Christmas special. Uh, okay. Our next Christmas movie is one that if you love Christmas, you have to love this movie. Drum roll for the elf. What's your favorite color? So our next Christmas movie is Elf. Ironically, actually, if you see in this picture with Will Ferrell, that is Ralphie from A Christmas Story. When he was grown up, he played an elf in Elf. Kind of full circle with the Christmas movies. Elf is a Will Ferrell movie done by Jon Favreau, and it is. I remember seeing it in theater. I loved it instantly, and I love it still. It is one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. It's like the first thing we go to put on for like tree deck, thing like that. If we need like a Christmas movie in the background, Will Ferrell. I mean, like that was a great period of Saturday Night Live when he was on because Will Ferrell to make anything funny. Like he's really like a genius with comedy and such a great story. And he did it so well cast everybody, and it was really good. So Elf is a classic. We love it. Can't say enough good stuff about Elf. Oh, oh, you're my good girl. Good girl. Thank you, puppy, for laying down. Next, we're going to highlight. I mean, there's some movies that you could question. Are they a Christmas movie? Aren't they a Christmas movie? But this one is a Christmas movie for sure. Here we go. What's it going to be? It is Home Alone. Another fantastic classic Christmas movie. Funny, I just watched there's a thing on Netflix called Us, kind of a spin on that show The Toys That Made Us, where they go over kind of the backstory of different movies, and ones they did was Home Alone. So I just recently watched that and kind of saw the whole backstory of Home Alone, which was really cool. I love Home Alone. Uh, everybody in Home Alone was great, perfect. Especially, we're big Catherine O'Hara fans because she's like a Tim Burton, and then she was awesome in Home Alone also. Macaulay Culkin, adorbs. So Home Alone is always also definitely on our list of watch every year. And then, of course, there's also the Home Alone sequels, Home Alone 2, which has Tim Curry. So Home Alone 2 is definitely a follow-up. It's a really cute story. It takes place in New York. But all that really matters is that Tim Curry is in it, and that makes it a worthwhile follow-up. And, the original family and kind of, Joe Pesci and why am I blanking on his name right now? Dan, the robber guy who, like, I am totally blanking on his name, but I know him well. They're also in Home. Then it kind of went a little bit off the rails. There's like a Home Alone 3 with a different kid. We don't really mess around down that far. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what's next. Next, even though it's a little out of order, but I feel like it kind of belongs in the classic Christmas movie lineup a little bit earlier, probably. Oh no, I missed something in Christmas specials. You know what? I'll save that for the end. Watch out for something special at the end. There we go. Oops, now it's going to disappear. I'm going to put it back. And What's next? What can it be? Bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da, bum. Anybody know from the picture? This is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, another Christmas classic. There, as you know, there was originally like National Lampoon's Vacation and a few variations of all of the National Lampoons and all of the Christmas Vacation is definitely the best. It is funny. Uh, Randy Quaid is a very iconic role in it. um, Also, who was in that one? Lewis was the daughter, and um, Johnny Galecki from Big Bang Theory was the son in that one. Like the only roles in the movies, like the mom and dad are the same, but the siblings aren't always the same in all the movies. But that's a good one. All of the various Doris Roberts, who went on to play the mom in Everybody Loves Raymond's, in it also. Um, a little cameo of Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who went on to be in Seinfeld after that. I don't know. Is it on the list or is it not on the list? That's the big question. Isn't it? I guess we'll find out. Let's go next on our quintessential Christmas movies and see what we have. Yeah, you're gonna make me all kinds of thinkies. What can it be? What is it? Dun, 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 dun. Our next Christmas movie is The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Now, I have to say, like, I was never a big Tim Allen fan. I did not get why people liked him. I mean, like, I don't know, probably like my mom watched thing and it was like on and around, but I didn't personally like it and um didn't really for a lot of years I kind of skipped watching the Santa Claus fan of Tim Allen and didn't think that I would enjoy it. But to my surprise, the Santa Claus was actually a really, really cute, as were both of the follow-ups, the Santa Claus 2 and 3. Um, all of them really good. The original probably my favorite, but pleasantly surprised by the Santa Claus. So it's definitely good Christmas movie. Yeah. Yeah. Jonathan is Santa Claus. Not, yeah, you get it. Or if you watch the movie, you'll get it because it's, okay. Next on our movie list is Boopity Boppity Booty. A, B, C, D, E. What could it be? If anybody knows from the picture, I don't know. I thought the picture is cute, but it's probably not the best one to use from this. But that is Fred Claus. Um, Fred Claus is really a super cute movie. I like it a lot. Um, why am I blanking on this dude's name? Do it all the time. Dude who I know very well, whose name I am not pulling out of my brain at this second. plays Santa Claus's brother, Fred Claus. Um, Go ahead, switch me. Okay. That is a super cute Christmas movie. I really like Fred Claus. In it, um, Paul Giamatti, Miranda one. Yeah, I'll say the wrong one. I feel like I'm gonna say Miranda Richardson, and that's wrong. Oh no. Yes, no, I'm right. Miranda Richardson, not Natasha Richardson. Yes. Is in it also, plays Mrs. Claus. Really cute movie. And it's really adorable how I can remember everybody in it, but like you know, the guy who always does movies with Owen Wilson, but he's not Owen Wilson. Why can't I remember his name? Um uh, I'll grab it. Um this one is sort of out of place on the list. It's a brand new Christmas movie, so it probably should be floating toward the end of this list, but popped into my head and I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. Um this is actually a brand new movie that's on Disney Plus right now. Huh? Yes, Vince Vaughn. Phantasmic Chronicles because that would have been bothering me a lot. And I really like Vince Vaughn and was just completely blanking on his name. Um so this movie that I'm about to highlight is on Disney Plus right now, and that might be enough of a hint to let you all know what it is because there's one new Christmas movie on Disney Plus right now. Yay, Jonathan got it. Um pull up. I did grab one. Looks weird shaped. I don't know. Hopefully it'll be big enough. Boop. So that is from the movie Noelle. It's on Disney Plus right now. Anna Kendrick is in it. Bill Hader and newer. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. Younger little stars. A lot of times are sort of not my cup of tea, but I really like Anna Kendrick. I find her hilarious. Like in anything, even just interviews, just so like random and awkward, and I completely relate to random and awkward like people. She's funny, and so what I kind of skipped past it a few times, going to different like The Mandalorian and blah blah blah. Let's watch some Jeff Goldblum and all that fun stuff. And one day, I like picture for it popped up on my screen, and I saw like Bill Hader, who is another person that I find joyful. Like he was brilliant on Saturday Night Live. He was great on that show Barry on HBO. I find Bill Hader just like great everything. So when I saw it was the two of them, I was like, let me check this out. Even though to another Christmas movie, I have enough in my itinerary. It was really, really, really cute. Loved it. Definitely, if you're looking for some new Halloween fare, check out Noelle on Disney Plus. It's really cute. While we're on some Disney fare, next feature is what could it be? What do you think? Hey, I don't. Why are you asking me how I want to open it? I opened all the other ones. Why is this one being weird? Watch out, puppy girl. Did that pop up? Or do you see it yet? So our next movie, hopefully everybody can see it, is The Nightmare Before Christmas. I put this pretty solidly on Christmas movies, even though, of course, there's always the regular debate. Is it a Halloween movie or is it a... Well, I can tell you, I saw it in the theater when it originally came out, and when I saw it, it was November. It was released somewhere in the in-between Christmas season of... I don't know exactly what the release date was, if it was Halloween or right around that time. I have to double check. It was November, right? So it did come out in that Thanksgiving, getting into Christmas kind of time. So I've always felt like it was a Christmas movie. Like, I remember feeling like we were going to see like a Christmas movie when we went to see it. And funny enough, we went into the theater Nightmare Before Christmas, and we walked out and it was snowing and it was like, oh, so magical. But like, I don't know, I feel like I'm not a good person to talk about Nightmare Before Christmas because it's just such a like big chunk of our lives that, like, I mean, the cake top Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, Danny and I love Nightmare Before Christmas, so I honestly have not sat down and watched the movie because I don't know. I kind of feel like with my favorite movies, sometimes I just need to give them that like hiatus so I don't overdo it. But soon I think I'm gonna have to sit down and have a Nightmare Before Christmas day. Oh, sorry about that, guys. We had some technical difficulties because of that the Nightmare Before Christmas picture wanted to open, but we're back. Alright, so let me pop on. Oh man, now I gotta redo this whole thing. Um, okay. I got it all fixed and I did it all by myself. Woohoo! So start rolling through this list. Our next Christmas movie. Arthur Christmas. Another one of those kind of similar vein Christmas movies. But Arthur Christmas, it was pretty cute. Twice. I haven't seen that one probably as much as most of the Christmas movies, but it was cute enough that I felt it mention. Um, Next we have the Polar Express. Okay, so I'm sure everybody's seen the Polar Express. Um, Tom Hanks plays, I don't know, every adult in the movie, I think. I'm not really sure. Uh, it is a cute movie. I like some of the songs from it. I find the animation a little off-putting, and I don't know, like it's weird. It's like a very realistic sort of. Huh? Oh, did I not? Hold on. What are you talking about? I've been doing this. I did that. Oh, well, it went away and you didn't fix it for me. Mm, yeah. Polar Express, definitely worth watching. It's a very cute story. Some of the songs from it are pretty, decent, but pulling it to be a little bit creepy, creepity deepity. Um, it's that very realistic animation where like they kind of use the thing, but I find it a little bit creepy. So it is what it is. Did that one? Did that? Couple of last movies that I felt should be on the list. Um, is this one like not wait in alphabetical order anymore? Maybe I didn't do a picture from that one. But one that definitely I will mention along with was Christmas with the Cranks. Christmas with the Cranks is another Christmas movie. I don't know, all of a sudden one day Tim Allen turned into Mr. Christmas and did a bunch of Christmas movies. Let's do this. Christmas with the Cranks was the other kind of big Christmas movie that he did. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. So some great people. It's a super cute movie. Um, Another one where I actually kind of like Tim Allen, even though I'm not usually a fan, but decent movie. It's on all the time. I'm sure you've seen Christmas with the Cranks. Tintin. Yeah. I haven't seen Tintin. Danny did. Um, oh, I should have probably pulled pictures for this. But all right, so my last big feature on Christmas movies, one that a lot of you have probably seen and a lot of you have probably not. But if you're looking for kind of a class that you might have missed, um, oh, wait, let me do this. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, this is the movie Scrooged with Bill Murray. Kind of a alternate retelling of A Christmas Carol. Uh, really cute. Like good cast, good Bill Murray movie. If you like Bill Murray, you'll definitely like Scrooged. So it played probably as much as some of the other ones. Really? That's mm, if you say so. So I definitely would not put the Polar Express on the top of my list of Christmas movies. Could you stop that? All right, so a couple honorable mentions and things that I didn't like go through and pull pictures for and all that good stuff. Of course, in all the Christmas movies, there's like a bunch of different versions of like a Christmas Carol. So there's like Mickey's Christmas Carol, Epic Christmas Carol, and probably a version of the Christmas Carol for every occasion. Um, Christmas Carol is a pretty iconic one. With Goofy and all that good stuff, and Uncle Scrooge from, you know, Mickey's Christmas Carol, and then went on to, you know, have DuckTales and stuff like that. So the whole character Uncle Scrooge came from doing Mickey's Christmas Carol, um, all that stuff. So in the 80s, there was also a period of Christmas movies coming out. A lot of them you much anymore, but if you're looking for some kind of weird offbeat Christmas movies, check out things like Prancer. Um, a lot of people know Prancer, a lot of people have seen it, but it's definitely not a favorite of mine. Um, but it's out there. You can check out Prancer. One that I did like when I was younger, but you get on or anywhere anymore, but I'm sure it's like findable, is a movie called Santa Claus the Movie. Um, Santa Claus the Movie was, I can't specifically remember who played Santa Claus or if it was even important. The main part of the story was like elf that Dudley Moore played, and John Lithgow is in it, and he's kind of the villain of that movie. Like, take a lot of explaining. There's glowing candy canes. There's a lot going on in Santa Claus the Movie, but I used to watch it all the time when I was younger, so I think it would probably hold up great. I really have to go back and watch it and see, but um, if you're really movies looking for something else and you've gone through everything else on this list, you can hit up Santa Claus the Movie. Um, then there's, of course, the classic movies, or I don't know, the really old movies, right? Or some are colorized, but the older Christmas movies that you see, like White Christmas, Holiday Inn. Okay, we'll get this straight. There's a movie called White Christmas, and yeah, I believe at some point in White Christmas they do sing White Christmas, but the song White Christmas originated in a movie called Holiday Inn, where um, it's with Danny Kaye and Bing Crosby, and they open a hotel that's only open on holidays. So 4th of July for, blah blah blah. So on Christmas when they open is when they sing the song White Christmas, and that's where it came from. White Christmas came later because I think the song was really popular, so they did. Yes, agreed, Jonathan. I'm a little slow with my chat today. Gal plays amazing villains. Um, my favorite season of Dexter is the John Lithgow season of Dexter because that epitome of all that is right with the world. John Lithgow was so good as the big bad on that season of Dexter, and like the ultimate. Um, then of course a quick list of the Christmas comedy movies, the ones that maybe aren't wholesome family movies, but very funny and definitely worth checking out. Things like the movie The Night Before with Seth Rogen. I love that movie. It is so funny. Like, there's a scene when he's like in the manger in the nativity. I haven't seen the movie The Night Before. Go right now. Find it and watch it. So funny. Office Christmas Party. A lot of good people in that one. Jason Bateman, things like that. Mar did a Christmas movie. Wasn't it, and they did it as a 3D movie, which made it really weird. But um, so there's those kind of little handful of like Christmas comedies. Um, Movies that everybody considers, and that there's some debate about. Let's see, movies. Well, I mean, I'm gonna throw this one out there just to mention that I'm not of the movie Love Actually. Everybody fancies Love Actually, a Christmas movie, and every time like it's Christmas, a bunch of people are like, "Oh, it's Christmas again! Time to watch Love Actually." That movie's creepy to me. I don't know. I'm not like a huge fan, so whatever. Gremlins is another movie that a lot of people like to consider a Christmas movie. Uh, Now, saw Gremlins in the theater also. I was very young, but my parents took us. We were little kids, and I remember. I can tell you that where Nightmare Before Christmas definitely had the feel that you were going to see a Christmas movie. Gremlins did not have the feel that you were going to see a Christmas movie. Um, it was sort of billed more as a horror movie than a Christmas movie, definitely when it came out. Um, the trend has come to be that any movie that takes season is a Christmas movie. But at the time, Gremlins definitely did not have the feel of a Christmas movie, although I can definitely see why, Gizmo was a Christmas present. So of course it fancies it a Christmas movie. But and of course the first song that plays Baby Please Come Home from the Phil Spector Christmas album, the best Christmas album ever. And the soundtrack, everything else, it definitely makes it feel like a Christmas movie. And the whole sordid story of Phoebe Cates' death in the chimney and dying. Oh, why am I laughing? But it's so funny, but it's true. Um, all right. So one other thing that I like to drag out around the Christmas season, pretty much our list of Christmas movies, I think. If anybody has any Christmas specials or movies not mentioned that you think belong on the list, please let me know for sure. Um, One other thing I want to touch on a little bit before I sign off is some great TV show Christmas episodes. So some Christmas episodes of like favorite classic popular TV shows. Every TV show at some point usually has a Christmas special somewhere in its itinerary. So like I could not ever possibly list all of some shows that definitely have very iconic Christmas episodes that I wanted to throw out there. Um, things like, which, as you guys know, I'm a big Community fan, but in season 2 of Community, they do an episode called Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas that is amazing. They did a whole like stop motion animated episode with songs and everything. It is really, 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 really well done. So anybody who has Hulu, Community is on there if you want to check it out. But if any, like, check out Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas. It is a Christmas episode, like a classic. Of course, South Park has had some super classic Christmas episodes, like the Jesus versus Santa kind of instantly became a classic. My favorite South Park Christmas episode was always Critter, because when that episode first came on, I like had it recorded, and I would it favorite thing to play for people because I would be like, "Oh, you have to watch this episode. It was so good, it's so cute, right?" Put it on, and all the woodland critters are all like, and then you all know the part in that episode where the episode turns. Like one line comes and and I just like one of my favorite thing in the world is playing the Critter Christmas episode for people who have never seen it, and when they part just watching them go, great episode. But as everybody may or may not know, South Park would not exist Christmas really because um, the original South Park short was commissioned as a Christmas card for somebody. Kind of a live animated Christmas card that somebody commissioned them to do, which later turned into South Park. So, Christmas Park. Of course, there's great Christmas episodes of The Simpsons. Um, there's some Christmas, not like a full Christmas special, but the Anatomy Park episode was a Christmas episode. Things like that you can check out. But has some amazing Christmas episodes. Um, the one with the candy cane truck. There's just like so many, like the Bleakin. It's a whole like 2-part Christmas episode that they did like a year ago. Um, always during the holiday season, we definitely have a kind of marathon of all of the Bob's episodes because they're great songs, like fantastic. Love Bob's Burgers. Um, things like The Office had great Christmas ends. The Friends episode with the holiday armadillo, like if nothing else, the Friends episode with the holiday armadillo, like Christmas episodes of Friends, but the one with the holiday armadillo, like I cried laughing. Um, but whatever your favorite show, it's pretty likely that there is a Christmas special somewhere in there. So before I sign off, also one um that I had listed. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll save that for another day. It up so I don't want to leave you in suspense. I was just going to mention so back in the day they used to do a lot of different like Christmas specials and stuff like that I wouldn't be able to like highlight all of them here. There was a Judy Garland Christmas special that she did like in the 60s that popped up on one of the lists of Christmas specials that I was going through, which I thought was pretty funny because I actually, let me see, have a couple shots. So somebody I know really well actually the Garland Christmas special. So I'll pop this one up first so you can a lot of you are probably too young to have ever seen, and of course I think I lost the PTV guys because they stream. Um they might have seen it at some point. Oh, come on, man. Okay, that was weird. It's a little shot from the Judy Garland Christmas special. There's Judy Garland, Liza Minnelli. Those are her two younger kids, Joe. And this dude right over here, this is a guy named Jack Jones. Um, and this dude right over here, all the way on the left, that you can is a dude named Tracy Everett, who was kind of my mentor. I danced with him. Um, this is a shot of him from that Judy Garland Christmas special. He does Heat with Liza Minnelli. Very cool. So there he is with Liza. They actually were a couple at the time that the special was filmed when the Judy Garland show was on, and he lived with Judy Garland for a time um, while he worked on her show. And um, I don't know. There's some talk that Judy kind of orchestrated him working on her show because she wanted Liza to. They were both living in California, Tracy and Liza at the time. Um, but what I know of it, he her show and he did live with her for a time, and he said that she was great to him. He really never had anything but positive things to say. Being with and kind of being a part of Judy Garland's family. So thought that was a cute little, since it popped up, one different Christmas stuff for you guys. So I think that is yeah, I'm gonna have to show the PTV guys. I'm sure they'll love that. But I think the complete list of everything Christmas for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I had a great time doing this with you, and I hope you all enjoyed it. So we will announce at some point during the week, probably when Danny and I do our Saturday night stream. We'll let you know during next Monday. But thank you for joining me for the Two Real Geeks Christmas. It was extra special because you're special. Had a great night. Thank you guys. We'll see you again soon.